All right, guys, flexible here. I'm gonna show you a stretch called the elephant walk. All right, it's a bit of a funny name. It's just what I was taught and I kept the name. So elephant walks, it's a hamstring stretch, okay? So if you guys are having problems with your Jefferson curl, this is gonna be a really great stretch to help kind of assist your mobility and flexibility so that way you can get more progress with your Jefferson curl. So I'll show you from the side. It's a really simple stretch. All you want to do is you're going to start by bending your knees and then actually folding over and bringing your lower abs into your thighs. Okay, so again, depending on your flexibility, if you need, you could always use a block. All right, so make sure you have one of these handy just in case. Then from here, what you want to do is one leg at a time. You're going to straighten out as much as you can. Squeeze the quad, hold that range for a second or two. Then you're going to bend back to the starting position. And then you're going to switch legs. All right, so you're alternating really slowly and smoothly, okay? So it's not like this quick kind of, I see this a lot. You just want to make sure you're stretching one leg at a time while keeping the abs in contact with the thigh as much as you can on the other leg. So as you can see, this allows me to go ahead and get like really deep into my hamstring. So a lot of guys have trouble with their low back and they don't really know how to get into the hamstrings on this stretch. So this will help teach you how to get into a hamstring stretch and really get in there and get the flexibility of the hamstrings, and so it's not so much flexibility from the low back. And again, you would just continue to alternate for the duration of the stretch, which is going to be about 90 seconds. All right, and then you will slowly come out of the stretch. And that is the elephant walk.
Whenever.
All right, guys, this next stretch is the standing single leg pike. So we're going to do one leg at a time, obviously, here. Again, I'm going to use a yoga block. For this, I'm going to use to elevate my foot. So you want at least the ball of the foot up on the block, so not just your toes. Really try to make sure you get at least like half your foot up there. All right, that's going to really make sure that you get some more ankle flexibility. So for some of you guys, you might feel this in the calf, and that's okay because I get a lot of comments that people feel their calves and hamstring stretching, and so this is kind of a way to work on both at one time. All right, so what you want to focus on is the front leg is locked out, so we're engaging the quad, okay, to keep that leg straight. Back leg, you can kind of put it where you want it. It can be bent, it can be straight, that's irrelevant. It's mostly going to depend on your flexibility and comfort, okay? And then from here, we're just trying to fold forward. All right, again, if you can't touch the ground or touch the block, you can use another block in front of you to kind of hold here to assist. And then just like every other stretch, you want to get into the stretch, you're going to breathe in, and then you're going to exhale to get a little deeper. And as you can see, that's all it really takes. Okay, so you're going to do 90 seconds per leg, really get into the hamstring. Remember, breathing's super important. You don't have to force anything. Just as long as you're taking your inhales and your deep exhales, the body will get into a deeper range naturally. Again, you don't have to force it. So that is the single leg pike stretch. All right, guys, this next stretch is the diamond pose. So the Jefferson curl requires low back flexibility and upper back flexibility going into flexion, so rounded over. And this stretch is going to be a static stretch that you can use to kind of assist stretching out the entire low back. Some might get glutes, hamstrings even, and upper back all the way up to the neck. Okay, so the stretch is very simple. You're going to have a seat, and it's called the diamond stretch because you're basically going to keep your feet together and slide them out as far away from you as you can while maintaining them together. So if you keep sliding out and they start to go apart, it's too far. So they should be far enough away, and as you can see from here to my hips, it makes a diamond, okay? And then all you want to think about doing, very, very important, is that you actually curl your chin into your chest, okay? So you want to think about like looking down into your sternum. And then from here, you want to go forward. All right, so you want to go basically until you're limited in your range. All right, so I get a little bit of stretch to my upper back. And then from this position, you want to take your breaths. So if you watch, I'll take a deep breath in. And then exhale. And so as you can see, basically you want to think about maybe you're trying to touch the top of your head to the arches of your feet. But you don't want to reach away like this. You want to stay super, super rounded so that way you really get into your low back and your middle back You know, a lot of us are can be very tight through there, and very flat. So you'll see a lot of times in Jefferson curls, there's areas where they're trying to curl over and they're very flat. So this will help just kind of loosen that up and get the flexibility in there. Again, you don't want to like force or try to pull yourself to your feet. You just want to naturally get there through your inhales and exhales. As you can see, every time I exhaled, I just sank a little bit deeper, and that's all you need to focus on. So again, that is the diamond pose for low back. And if you feel it, some guys, I will note, if you kind of feel it through the outer hamstring and glutes, it's fine, okay? Some guys do feel it there. It's just another area, maybe part of that line where you're a little tight. So don't worry too much if you feel it there. It's not necessarily wrong. It's just an area in your body that you might be a little tighter. But that flexibility is also needed for the Jefferson curl and just general hamstring flexibility. So again, diamond pose.